protect yourself, whatever contraception you need to do, whether that's a pill for women, whether that's condom for men, whether it's a pull-out method for young men, whether that's just abstaining from sex altogether, whatever the case it may be, do that. I'm not saying that because I'm just trying to say that and I want to get the health advisors on my side and push a certain message with y'all. I'm speaking from personal experience. Don't go making adult decisions as a child, because what y'all don't realize is those adult decisions come with long-term consequences. Going back into personal experiences, I've been in a situation to where I was an adult and just making a stupid decision. I was an adult. I had a rapport with someone in terms of sexual chemistry, meaning that we've had a history of doing it. And because I have this rapport with this person, I was continuing on, and we haven't had no slip ups, haven't had anything like that. And this is years of this rapport. And so I'm continuing on and doing this. And me being reckless and me being immature in the situation, I'm just doing it with just reckless abandonment, just like whatever the case may be, whatever happens, happen. It took my therapist asking me a simple question for me to say, oh shoot, I have to stop doing that. And it was a very simple question. She said, well, if you're doing this, are you prepared for what's to come if things go awry? And that question provided me so much clarity, because I wasn't. This was not a person who I saw being with for the rest of my life. This was not a person I saw being the mother of my children. This was not somebody who were meeting that list of preferences I've had. This was not someone who checked off all of the boxes. But because we were attracted to each other, because we had rapport in terms of sexual chemistry, I would just keep it on. And quite frankly, that was reckless. It was very reckless, because I wasn't thinking about it, and because, I haven't had any history of slip-ups prior to that point. I figured I was going to keep on going and things were going to be fine. And when my therapist asked me that question, I immediately had some clarity. Like, my mind was clouded, and it was probably clouded because of sex. But I immediately had clarity in realizing what I was doing wrong. I said, okay, this can't continue on, because if something was to come from that, meaning a child, this is not the person I want to do this with. And if this is not the person I want to do this with, and we do bring a child into this world, this relationship between the two of us is going to dissolve. There's not going to be any friendship, and it's going to be a nasty environment to raise a child in. It's going to be a co-parenting environment. It's going to be an environment where there are two parents who just can't get along, and that's going to cause harm for that child. So I say again, for you young men, young women too,